over half of the world's population claim to have seen a ghost. We spend our lives studying the unexplained.
Did you hear that?
Travelling to the most haunted locations around, we have unearthed terrifying secrets and witnessed horrifying events, leading us to question what really happens after we die. If there is a spirit world connected to our own, using the latest technology, we believe that bridge can be documented, measured and explained. We are the Paranormal Detectives. Join us in seeking the truth.
Right guys, here we are at Minster Lovell Hall. Location we've been looking forward to doing for quite a while now.
Been on the cards ages, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It links to an investigation we did quite a long time ago at Acton Burnell Castle, where we believe we caught the voice of Francis Lovell, Lovell our dog as he was known. But it's actually linked because this is one of the places it's believed he passed away and his body was found. One of the stories is that he vanished in battle. Another story is that after the battle he come and hid here in a room, a secret room that only one other person knew about, his servant. During that time, apparently his servant actually got sick and passed away. What the hell was that? Anyway.
For the reference, that was like a loud whistle sound.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. Feeling a bit uncomfortable now.
So basically his servant would, when Francis Lovell was in hiding, his servant would actually come here and bring him food in that secret room that he was staying in. However, along the way, his servant got sick and obviously stopped coming. I don't know whether the servant passed away or whether it was just illness, but he eventually stopped coming, and that eventually led to Francis Lovell basically starving to death.
Yep, and many years later, when they were renovating the ruins, they actually found a secret room with the skeletal remains of a man and a dog. These remains turned to dust when they tried to excavate them. But it's an interesting link because this theory that's gone through history, this hypothesis, seems to link very well, considering they found a room with a skeletal remain. I just saw a light over there.
Where?
Like literally in the middle of the hall.
Okay, so we're actually in the main hall at the moment, aren't we, of this area?
Yeah.
It's probably where we're going to start the investigation as well. So far we've had strange noises and Nathan's just seen a light.
To link to that, there's actually been quite a few ghost sightings here. There has been sightings of a cloaked figure walking around the grounds. There's also been a lot of audible evidence.
Absolutely. So
witnessed here.
Shrieking sounds and groaning sounds, potentially Francis suffering, obviously starving to death. That's the theory that goes behind it, whether that is him or not.
Also, footsteps have been heard. Whether that's linked to the cloaked figure
walking around, possibly.
Walking around potentially, I don't know. But I'm really looking forward to this investigation. I want to do some SLS tonight. I'm hearing so many things.
What are you hearing?
Sounds like stones moving under feet, very
like
gently.
Footsteps, but with that footstep.
Like something's creeping up almost.
Okay.
But it's also, we are in a big hall, it's quite echoey.
There's a lot of reverb, isn't there?
There's a lot of reverb, so there's the potential that could be it. I think having the torchlight blindness probably doesn't help because it takes away your senses of being able to see. So yeah, there's been a lot of eyewitness accounts. What was that? That was definitely a light.
What?
It was definitely a light then.
Where?
Inside the hall. We're back. There was torchlights. There were some people. Just had a chat with them. It's actually a couple of young guys. They've just gone crayfishing. So I want to start the investigation now. I reckon we start with some.
Starting in here, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to start in the main hall with some SLS. Actually, I want to set the REM pod up as well in one of the doorways.
Yeah.
Because if there's been like a hooded figure walking through, also maybe do some calling out.
Yeah.
You happy with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
Let's do that.
The other thing I really want to do tonight is the experiment. I know we usually do it in graveyards, but with the dowsing rods, to try and find the secret room where Francis Lovell's skeletal remains were said to be found.
Yeah. It's a good shout.
I mean, if something could lead us there, perhaps he could lead us there, you never know, that'd be fantastic evidence. So on that note, we'll head over to night vision and start the investigation.
Right guys, we're going to start the investigation now. We're in the main hall. What we're going to do first is set up the REM pod. What I'm actually going to do is set it up in the archway just behind us there, as there's been a lot of tall black figures that have been seen. So for any wandering figures that might be lingering around tonight, and if Francis himself is wandering around, this little device will alert us. Running at the same time as doing the REM pod, what we're also going to be doing is the SLS session as well. So if Francis is wandering around, if he can't set off the REM pod, maybe we'll catch him actually walking around on the SLS camera as well. So we'll run both simultaneously, and I think we'll do a bit of calling out as well. So let's see what happens. You come towards that red light over there, come forward, and also please come and touch my hand. If you come out and touch my hand here, we'll see you on the other camera there. Come touch my hand, we're here to be your friends tonight. We want to make contact with you. And is it picking up anything?
Absolutely nothing at the minute.
Absolutely nothing.
Only
No?
you.
Just me, yeah. Francis, if you're here, can you come and stand next to me, please? We'll be able to see you then. We'll know that you're there. Don't have to be afraid of us. I know that other people have seen you before.
Just going to pan the SLS around
Yeah,
to see,
I'll keep my arm around.
see if there's anything else around.
Don't forget there is the red light over here, Francis. All you got to do is touch it. I'll go and do that for you now to show you. It doesn't hurt you, but if you can do that, it will show us that you're here. Was it you that's been making the moans and the groans that have been heard here? Lots of people have heard it and witnessed it. We want to hear it as well.
Just you can pan upwards because
Yeah.
once upon a time there would have been a story above us.
Yeah, true.
So, I think it's the doorway. No, I'll try.
Oh, did you nearly get something?
Oh, hang on, no, they seem to be trying to pick something up. That wall.
What, in the middle of the room? Or on the wall?
I think it was possibly just picking up off the brickwork.
Yeah, fair enough. I was going to say if it was in the middle of nowhere, that would have been impressive, wouldn't it? That is what we want. Do you have any messages for us, Francis? We heard somebody say Frank at Acton Burnell Castle. Who actually said the word Frank, do you think?
Was somebody looking for him, or perhaps him? Perhaps he was trying to give his name.
Could have been. I half wonder if it was someone looking for him.
Oh, he obviously did vanish.
Exactly. And his ghost is seen here, isn't it? So
Perhaps they were literally looking through to try and find him. Hunt him down, calling his name. Maybe it's a replay of that we heard.
Frank, who would have been at Acton Burnell Castle looking for you? Can you tell us? Can you make any noise for us? Just to show that you're here. Maybe tap on a wall? Again, if you walk to that red light over there, it will make a noise. Won't hurt you. Nothing on SLS then, no? Okie dokie.
Right, so I'm going to do some spirit box now. See what we get. There's the spirit of Frank here with us. Said that your remains were found here. You left to starve. What's the name of the servant who was looking after you? Was he killed? I think I said no. Does the spirit of the servant remain here? Were you looking after Francis Lovell? Why is your spirit at unrest? Why do you wander these grounds?
What did I say?
Sounded like you. Yes, talk to me. I want to know why your spirit remains here. Is it true you starved to death here? Are you angry that you were left to die? Some answers, but I couldn't work out exactly what was being said.
No, I think we're going to have to
So,
listen back to those.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting when we watch the footage back. K2 in my pocket.
Oh, nice one.
Is anybody here? Can you come towards the light in my hand?
You can go to either the green light by Nathan's hand or the red light on the floor. Both will alert us of your presence. So, final experiment of the night, just a quick one to wrap it up. As you said earlier, we normally do this in graveyards, but as this location has a bit of a haunted, hidden area, if you like, that's exactly what we're going to try and find, and we're going to use a dowsing rod to try and do it. So, what I'd like is Francis or the servant, if you like, whoever may reside here.
There's a weird like mist thing coming in front of the camera then.
Was there?
It seemed to come sort of from, I don't know if my fingers picked up, from this sort of way.
Okay.
Now my head's the other side of the camera, so it's
it
my
wouldn't be your
breath or
breath?
anything. No, because it's the other side. And I've got the camera at full stretch, so I don't think it's anything for me.
Okay, that's interesting. Dowsing rods that I have in my hand, what I'd like you to do, Francis or either the servant, I'd like you to point both rods in the direction of where the hidden room is. So where you were basically hidden, Francis, that's where I want to know. I'd like you to point both of them in that direction, and once you find it, or once you show us, I'd like you to cross the rods over like that, please, if you can.
This would be amazing if we could find where he actually, his skeletal remains were.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you now. Just cross straight away. That was correct. So once we're at your place, where you were, I would like you to cross them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start walking. Please turn both rods in the direction of where the hidden room was.
I'll move. Are you doing a full circle?
Yeah.
That's cross.
Yeah.
It doesn't make much sense.
Doesn't.
I was just literally panning at the wall then to try and see.
I'm going to restart it because that's happened a few times. Right, I'm going to restart that. I'm going to walk in that direction again. They're going opposite ways, I think, now. I can't actually see. That one's going that way. You can take us to where that secret room was, Francis.
Yeah. They're still taking you forward.
Taking it this way. Interesting. Getting somewhere now.
That's interesting. It's taking you through the actual doorway.
Yeah.
Watch your foot in. That's really interesting. So
Yeah,
obviously the chances of going through the doorway and down the steps would indicate
Crossed.
okay.
Crossed here though.
Okay, you stay there. I'm just going to step back and have a look, see what. Well, hang on. There is actually an indent in the wall. Step back.
What do you reckon that was though? Like a fireplace or something? Or?
Well, no, because the fireplace the
wouldn't
other
think
side.
so.
There's no chimney. Look.
Wasn't it a crypt?
I thought it was behind a wall. I'm sure I read it was behind a wall. I have read a few different stories, but I thought it was literally
See, I don't know where
in the
because
wall. What
you've
was
done
that? It had like a metal tinny sound behind me then.
It wasn't me with these, was it?
I don't think so. It sounded like it come from behind me, but I'm literally just going to record on the other camera in normal light
Yeah.
because I just want to show the indent in the wall.
Yeah, I'll move out of the way.
No, actually stand in the indent if you can,
Okay.
because that's weird. Because that is a proper indent in the wall there. And whether that's where the walls collapsed or what, it does seem a little bit strange. Perhaps this is like a false wall and these steps, perhaps these steps went further down to a crypt.
That's what I wonder. Because was it a crypt would be down, wouldn't it?
I definitely heard something walking around then.
Did you find?
Yeah, so I definitely heard something walking around then.
I'll go back in the main hall if you want.
So what did you make to that? We are going to have to do...
Interesting, because I don't know why I've had the spinning round in a circle thing for a few times since I've
Well,
used
maybe
it.
that's trying to indicate down. Maybe the spinning down, maybe it's trying to indicate down. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because the dowsing rods can only go left or right, they can't go down or up.
possibly, yeah.
Perhaps it's trying to indicate down, as in spiralling down,
Yeah,
and then
spiraling
it's
down.
sort of brought you out down the stairs
I never
against the
thought of it that
wall.
way.
Perhaps it was actually underneath the main hall.
Like a stack, like a
Yeah.
spiral.
Maybe there was some sort of false floor or something underneath.
Would be really interesting if you could find that out, but I don't think you're ever. I mean, must be logged somewhere where the body was found, right?
Well, yeah, perhaps local historians or something. I'm going to look into this
Yeah.
because it'd be really good if we could find out. Right, so that concludes our investigation at Minster Lovell Hall. I think we've had some interesting things, particularly ending on that dowsing rod. I think that's the one thing that's really took my attention. I'm really glad we've run that experiment. So if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share, subscribe. It really helps us out. We're obviously trying to get out as much as we can. We've got loads of videos coming forward. So until next time, seek the truth. Good night.